Today here on Robert's Guitar Dungeon, we are checking out the Humbucker Helper guitar pick from my friends at Forever Pick. Yeah, I have some rules that I live by on this channel when it comes to product demos. You know, those rules are very simple, and that is, you know, when a company approaches me with a product, you know, if I think there might be any kind of, and if I do think that it is a product that could be useful as a guitar player, then I will generally go ahead and agree to at least check out the product, and then, you know, once I have it in my hands, then decide whether or not I am going to do the demo. You know, in most cases, you know, once it gets that far, it's a pretty good chance that I'm going to do it. That said, you guys watch and support my channel because you think I'm an honest individual when it comes to my opinions about various different products that I demo. And, you know, I never want to, you know, basically sit here in front of the camera and tell you I think something's great when I really don't. You know, I don't have the conscience for it. You know, in that instance, what I normally, you know, and this hasn't happened yet, but, you know, normally what I would do, you know, is package it back up and send it back to the company at my expense, you know, because it's just not fair to them to, you know, for them to go to the trouble to send me something for me to, you know, basically, you know, smash them, you know, if you will. So, critical is one thing, but, you know, it's one thing to be, you know, to criticize a couple of things. That's okay, but, you know, it's not okay to, you know, totally, you know, land-based a product when the company, you know, actually send it to you. So, you know, that said, you know, the products that I have land-based on my channel, those are the ones that, you know, I paid for out with money out of my own pocket, and, you know, there's no affiliation with the company whatsoever. Those opinions are mine alone. This particular product, I'll be honest, I told Bobby at Forever Pick to go and send them to me just because of my relationship with him. I think he's a great guy. I think he's got a lot of experience, and the fact that he worked on a really famous 5-neck guitar for Hamer back in the 80s, I think is like uber cool. So you know, so I told him to go, you know, when he told me about these, I told him to go ahead and send them to me. You know, I'd check them out, and, you know, I expected to probably have to put them back in the mail to him, you know, because they're just, I didn't think they were going to be my thing. But, well, I'll tell you what, you know, before I get into any opinions, you know, it's at this point, obviously, I did not send them back. And, you know, this is something that I think I can get behind. Why don't we just listen to the demo, and then I'll talk more about it. So now you've heard it, and I noticed the very first chord that I strummed. Why he's calling this thing the Humbucker Helper, a name by the way which I think is brilliant. The Humbucker Helper. What this is a penny. This is made out of a vintage penny. And, it's got that teardrop shape, which you may or may not like. And if you don't like it, that's okay. Because, it will actually come with instructions on a little business card thing. And, you can actually sand that down to shape it. Same with the tip as well. You can shape either the tip or the grip end to your liking. My biggest concern before I tried these was that they were going to be too rigid. And they're not. They're really not at all. If you play a really, really thin pick, it might be. I normally use a 1 millimeter thickness pick. I might step down to a 0.88, but primarily I use a 1 millimeter these days. And this is really pretty close to that thickness. It's definitely it's a lot. It's more rigid than a plastic nylon pick, but it's, it did not feel like it was getting ready to fly out of my hand or anything because it was too rigid. None of that at all. And I played some fairly fast tremolo picking type of stuff for you guys to hear as well. But more importantly, once I decided that I liked the way that it played, more importantly, but what it really does for the sound is it brightens it up quite a bit, and in a really, really cool way. I mean, not like ear-piercing type of treble, but but it will definitely, if you're playing through a darker sounding amp and, you'd like a little bit brighter tone, even just on occasion, don't worry about buying a treble booster or walking over and turning up the knob on your amp. Grab a Humbucker Helper vintage penny guitar pick, at a very, very nominal cost, by the way. I believe these sell on Reverb for $4.99. A piece. So, these are very, very, very affordable, and I think you can even buy a 3-pack for about $12.99 or something like that. So yeah, I'm on board. Dungeon approved. Far be it from me, once again, to doubt the genius that is one Mr. R.S. Paul. This is twice now he sent me products that I was skeptical about, and both times I've really, really enjoyed them. But yeah, I've really, really enjoyed them. So, and I think you will too. Again, these are very, very inexpensive. This is very nominal cost. I'll tell you what I am going to do. As Mr. Paul has been kind enough to send me not just one of these, but he actually sent me 3 more, specifically with the intention of giving them away. So I'll tell you, so I am going to make this very, very easy. The next 3 people to spend $25 or more in my Teespring shop, I will send you one of these giveaway Humbucker Helper vintage penny guitar picks, and if you are inside the continental United States, I will even pay for the postage myself. On top of that, I will also post links to Forever Picks Reverb listings, which is where he sells these at. I will post links to the Reverb listings down in the description, along with links to all of the other gear used in this video for your convenience. Forever Pick actually sells these on Reverb. I will post those links down in the description, as well as links to all of the other gear used in this video, as I always do. Various methods of communication will be down in the description as well. Please consider hitting the subscribe button to this channel if you have not already, and don't forget the alert icon so that you don't miss out, and keep coming back to new content on this channel. Last but not least, leave me a comment. Let me know if you were able to hear a difference here in the demo. I certainly heard a huge difference myself. Like I said, I think people would really, really enjoy this. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.